I'm Clay Ballard.
I'm Robin Rosado.
And today we're going to talk about how you can rip your shot right down the first tee, have no jitters, and be really confident. Let's go ahead and get started.
So the most important thing to get those first tee jitters out of the way is having your plan kind of going up to before you even hit the range. So maybe when you're driving up to the golf course and maybe you can see the first hole, try to get a good idea of like what it looks like, right? You know, want to get maybe see there's trouble on the left side or there's trouble on the right, kind of what your shot shape is going to be. And if you really can't see that first hole, maybe walk to the first tee before you get to the range, or even look on the scorecard, get a good yardage of maybe you know your distances, especially with your driver. Kind of say, okay, I can hit it here, and that bunker in the fairway was going to be out of the play. So that's going to knowing that pre-game plan before even for the range, right, is going to kind of give you an idea of like the shots you're going to want to hit on the driving range. So that's what, you know, once you get to the driving range, then you have a good idea. Okay, so this hole here that we have is a little slight dogleg right. You know, bunkers are on the right side. You got some woods down the left side. So on the range, maybe this shot's kind of playing for a little bit of a fade. You know, fairway sloping a little bit left. I can see, you know, water on the right side of those bunkers. So, you know, aim it down the left side of the fairway and then kind of cut it back, and that's what we're going to try to do.
That's a good point too, because I'll see a lot of times like this hole is sloping a little bit to the left. If I'm playing a draw and I'm playing a bigger draw, then I could catch that slope and kind of roll down. So it's going to be easier. Hit a little bit of a fade. It's going to stick in the fairway. You're going to have a better margin for error on that one.
Oh yeah.
So how about I go ahead and hit a few, and you can describe like maybe what I'd be looking for my strategy. I'm going to pretend like I'm on the range here warming up, and we'll just get a couple on flight scope and try to hit some fades.
Yeah. So that's exactly it. So, you know, like I said, we're going to try to hit a fade here. So if you're on the range, you're going to try to warm up, trying to hit visualize your shot, get your alignment, pick your point, and let it try to cut back a little bit what you want to do. Perfect, just like that.
Yeah, it wasn't the most beautiful shot in the world, but it's fine. Up the right side of the fairway, faded out there, so that'd be a good shot. So would you want to try to, you know, pick an exact spot when you kind of visualize that in your mind? Are you picking like a starting line most of the time?
Yeah, I mean, when you're kind of, especially on the first tee, it's really important to get visual with it too. So try to visualize like kind of like what you see here on flight scope, kind of that protracer shot, you know, kind of fading out a little bit to the right there. You know, just that's perfect right there. So you want to kind of pick your line and then see it kind of fall to the right and kind of let it go and try to mimic that in the range. So then when you get onto the first tee, you don't have those nerves and you don't know what you're ready to do. You don't know if you're gonna hit a draw. You don't know if you're gonna hit. So at least you know, go walking up there, you're confident in what shot you want to do and execute it. There you go.
So once I've done 4 or 5 in a row and I feel good with it, it's like, well, I just go do that again on the first
then the
tee.
jitters are out, going up there with
problem.
confidence, and then you're good to go.
All right, so we're going to switch it up a little bit. Robin's going to hit the last couple balls here, and as we're leaving the range, one thing that I recommend is getting that swing key that's helping you to hit the shots that we just did. So I'm hitting 4 or 5 in a row. I'm getting a feel for what I'm doing. I'm taking just one swing key, whatever it is for that day, and I'm going to recreate that on the first tee. That way it gives you something to focus on rather than getting worried about maybe people that are watching or noises or whatever can get you distracted. So you got your swing key.
Yep.
You're walking up here to the first tee. And now the last thing I would recommend is to be extra confident. If you really want to feel like you're going to hit a good one, sometimes when you rip one right down the middle, you just feel like you don't even have to watch it land. You're going to go reach down and pick up the tee and head back to the cart because you know it's going to be a good one. Get in that mindset, kind of visualize doing that before you ever hit the shot, and that's going to give you a little bit more confidence.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and let it rip.
Yeah.
And let's play a little power fade.
Yeah.
Down the left side.
Definitely. So I'll get you my swing key is, I feel like I'm just kind of holding it off just a little bit.
Yeah.
For a little fade. So I'm going to aim down the left side. That last feeling, just kind of holding it off a little bit, and you know, and try to mimic that and go up there and try to hit with some confidence on here.
Okay. There we go, nice. Right down the right center of the fairway. So that was a really good one. Hit that one nice and solid. So we're gonna go pick a game plan before you ever go to the driving range. Go to the driving range, recreate that game plan, hit 4 or 5 in a row as you're finishing up your range session. Find that swing key that was helping you to do that. Then go straight to the first tee, get some confidence, and rip one right down the middle. Like Robin just hit one there, 325. So smoked that one. Best of luck to you guys. We'll see y'all soon. All right, guys, I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. If you did, I got an even better bonus for you. If we want to get distance in the golf swing, we've got to get a lot of lag, and then we've got to let that lag go. Well, I've got my #1 lag video. I'm going to play a preview of that here in a second. If you're on a desktop device, go ahead and click the link that pops up on your screen. If you're on a phone or a tablet, click the iCard that's somewhere on your screen right now. That's going to take you to where you can get instant access to that full video. Plus, you're going to get 5 videos from our Top Speed Golf system never gonna cost you a dime. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Click that thumbs up button, that really helps us out. And also remember to subscribe, that way you'll see our newest videos. See you guys in the lag video. Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Clay Ballard, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about one of the absolute worst drills for creating lag. It's a very common drill that I see. And in this drill, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the wrist very early to create an angle of lag, and then we're gonna try to hold this throughout the swing. It's one of the worst things that you can do to build lag. I'm gonna talk about the science behind why this is the case, and I'm also gonna give you a great drill to help you improve your lag, all in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. If I do it this way versus holding that position, exact same thing happens when we're building lag in the golf swing. So what we wanna do is throughout the swing, I wanna have a very low and wide takeaway. So I'm not gonna set my wrist early at all. If you look at a lot of the top players, you look at Adam Scott, very wide takeaway, not very much wrist set at all. You look at Rory McIlroy, look at Tiger Woods. All these players are using a wide takeaway and not getting very much wrist set, so that later in the swing, as we start down, we can increase this wrist set, and we're really only gonna max out this angle of lag for a split second in the downswing. Okay, so a three-step drill here. Now, as we get started with this, I want to remind you that the fulcrum in this golf club for getting a massive amount of lag is right at the end of the golf club. This is where I want my hinge point to be.